Alright, hi.
Hello, hello.
Alright, we're in. Welcome, guys.
Okay, good times. My preview is still showing, so I don't. Are we on the screen now, Yoshi?
Yes, you should pay attention to the timing that is now time, and don't worry
There
about
we
the later
Hello,
past time
hello.
of the Zoom happening.
It's
All
getting
right.
deep.
Yeah, just pay
It's
attention to
already
our
getting deep.
conversation. Yeah.
We're going down the rabbit hole
Yeah,
in
there's
front
gonna
of
be
There's a
like
spiral right
yeah,
there.
like 10 seconds, and then it's gonna keep repeating. So yeah.
us. Hi, guys. Oh, you don't have to call me Gann. You can just call me Chris. Technically it's C. Allan Gann, but you can just say Chris. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
And the
Hello.
cast is here, everybody. Yoshi's here,
Hello.
our wizard. Yes, there he is. Hi, Yoshi Greenwater. By the way, guys, Yoshi is our lead animator on Midnight Mares, so we need to give him our little applause.
Yay!
Come on.
Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you. So
That.
Yoshi,
No, it's true.
if you want to take the floor for a moment, Yoshi, and talk about your experience, just so you set this up for us, and forever in your debt. And if you will also, of course, give your own YouTube channel a plug, now is your opportunity.
Oof, yeah. I've been working on this with this project for the last year or so. It's coming up on the year. I've been just interested in this project for near the beginning, and really appreciate that. I'm sitting here with all you guys. This is really great. But yeah, I'm Yoshi Kingwater. I'm more known in the Ponyverse, I guess. Um, but yeah, I do a lot of animations, and want me to like link my YouTube account? I could probably do that in the chat for you guys. So yeah, I make more MLP cartoons. So sideline, like side tangent related to all of this. But yeah, I think that's good for me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for that, Yoshi. It has been a whirlwind. And I really want to thank all of you, everyone that is here, from the bottom of my heart. Your fan loyalty is what has kept the Nightmares going all these years. It has truly been a labor of love for me. I'm seeing many of your comments right now, and I do recall quite a few of you from past comic conventions and pony conventions. It's been a rough and tumble ride, but it's been a fun ride. Yeah, and I could not have enjoyed it half as much without all of you and your kind words and your compliments and really just the stick-to-itiveness that you have shown over the years. And now we are finally working on the pilot. And Yoshi, do you want to let's launch that trailer just for those who have not seen it? We'll bring that back up for a moment, let everyone see it, and then we'll get into the cast.
Okay, so I got the trailer from just the scene 3 one. Is that the right one?
Well, no, we can do the. Can we reload the other trailer, the one we just released on Mother's Day? Do
That's
we
the
have
scene
that?
3 one.
Oh, that is the. I'm confusing. Okay, yes. Go ahead.
I
I
know,
thought you were
I
talking about the one we're working on from the beginning. The scenes start to get all muddled
Oh, I
together.
know. Yeah, like I'm so like indexing. Well, does you mean like shot 307? It's like
Right.
that was a hard one. Yeah. Okay. So what I need to
Okay.
do is go to my buffer and then share screen.
Okay.
And then now I've got, look at magic. Woohoo. All right. So now you guys should see the trailer. And let's go. We'll see if the video audio is good.
Okay.
Is that pumping in? That looks good.
Get some rest, sweetheart. I have a surprise for you after school tomorrow.
Really? I mean, like, really, really, really? You know how I love surprises, Mom. All we do lately is work on my powers. I get so bored and feel like I'm losing my mind. Can you show me now? I don't see the point in making me wait and possibly lose sleep. Pretty please?
Nightfall. One day my power will diminish, and you will take my place as Terra Steed's goddess mare. In order to be the best creator in this castle, patience is the most important virtue. There will come a time when your patience will be tested, but that time is not tonight.
Yeah, okay, Mother. Whatever you say.
Sweet, sweet Nightfall. No matter how much you've tested my patience, I'll never regret adopting you as my daughter.
Credit keeps going for like another half minute. Should we keep going?
Yeah, let's give everybody their kudos. Why not?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
always fun.
Don't forget the cast. They're here with us. Let's get them in there.
Oh, hi guys. Yeah.
Let's just rush it through.
Oh, hi, guys.
Yeah.
They were here. Hello.
Hey.
We just showed up.
I'm getting lag on this side. Was it lagged on YouTube or is it okay?
No, I'm getting lag too, but it wasn't lag.
Describe the lag.
It's just slower.
It was like bits and pieces stopping and going.
Yeah, it was fine on YouTube, I think.
It
Yeah,
was, yeah.
I thought about
I
having
posted.
my, I guess I could have my phone.
I think maybe because we have
Try to
Zoom
send-
and everything going on.
Yeah, send it through Zoom and then trying to send it to too many people. Exactly. It should be fine. All
Should
right.
ask the YouTubers.
Hey,
Like and comment
YouTubers.
below.
Oh gosh, let me see. All right, we got it. All right.
Hey, everybody, by the way. Big applause.
Yes, that was great. It was incredible. I loved it. I
It
loved
was.
Melody Sheep, that music. I don't know who that is, but that's
It's
just
so
wonderful.
good.
Right?
It's amazing.
So good.
I'm getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of people are asking me about Melody Sheep, and it is a he, and he is working on. He will be working on the theme for the show. But ironically, this music, he has this whole list of music that you can license, and this song is called Nightfall. I kid you not, that's the name of the song, and I had never met him before or anything like that. So this was a pre-existing song, and I just was so shocked that it said Nightfall. I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is the music I meant to use for this show. So it was really great. And I see a lot of your comments. And at this point, what I'm going to ask you to do is any questions you've got, even if you just posted them early on, go ahead and post them again. And after you write your question, let me know who needs to answer it. So we've got obviously a lot of our cast here. And I think since we don't have all of the cast members here, Yoshi, I think what we'll do is we'll start with Daybreak and Nightfall. So we've got Irene Santiago, and then we have EH Petropolis over there. And you guys can raise your hands. Hello. Okay. So we'll start with Irene. And Irene, if you want to just tell us a little bit more about your experience from the very beginning when we put the auditions up, and the same goes for EH, and to where we are today. Give you a few minutes here to take the floor.
Give me
Oh,
1 second
thank
to
you.
buffer as I
Okay.
switch screen.
Hold for the buffer.
Yes.
Hold for the buffer. There you go. Okay. There you go. Good
Yeah,
job.
actually, what I
Hey,
did, I actually turned it on my. I have my phone running behind my laptop right now, so I can see things as everyone else is seeing it in real time. So this is a whole lot better.
Yeah. Wow. Hey. Hello. I'm Irene. I am just so excited to be a part of this talented crew. I remember seeing the casting, and it was like 2 years ago. Is that what it was? Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Way before the days of COVID. And it was, and before the gas shortage, there was a casting. And this casting, I didn't hear anything for a long time. And then all of a sudden, Chris contacts me and says, hey, I'd like you to audition. So I auditioned, And then I didn't hear anything. I thought, that happens. And then he says, will you audition for every single one of these parts? I thought, holy crap. So I auditioned for every single one of these parts. And then, except for there was one male part that I didn't audition for. But I gave it my all, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And it, and I thought, oh, wow, I just, whatever happens, happens kind of thing. And I couldn't believe months later, like I think that was like in April, and then like maybe November you contacted us or something like that, October. But it was all of a sudden, hey, I really want you for Daybreak, the goddess Daybreak. And I thought, oh my gosh. And that was the part I wanted. I wanted all the parts, but I thought, okay, I'm happy to share the wealth. So yes, I was excited to, and I feel so blessed and so honored to be a part of this group. This is amazing. This is a dream come true to be, the voice character. I've always done, voices and radio and whatever, but it's so nice to have an actual character. So, that has a name, not just filler voice, So, yeah, so this is amazing. And I'm so grateful to be here. So this journey has been fun because you learn a little bit about what Yoshi does too, and he does a lot, and all the other animators, and Chris works very hard and with the toy company, and then trying to keep us in line and Yoshi in line. So it's so nice to have all these all this juggling going on. It's just amazing. And now that it's been COVID, we have actually really had to work in our own home studios and create home studios. And I think we really learned to be better voiceover actors. So thank you, Chris, for the opportunity.
That's pleasure is all mine. Absolutely. And if anyone has any questions for Irene, again, you can post those. Just note who the question is for, and that is for Irene. And then we will address those when we get to the Q&A portion. So for now, then we'll, again, appreciate that, Irene. So EH, we'll turn it over to you. So I guess, Yoshi, if you want to pop up the little EH preview now.
Got it.
Hi, everybody. My name's EH. I'm the voice of Nightfall Nod. And yeah, we've been working on this for 2 years. What? Excuse me? What? Was I ever that young? Anyway, yeah, so I remember submitting my my audition for it. I read the little bio and everything of what Chris was looking for this character, and I have wanted to be a voice actress since I was a child. Because I love cartoons. I'm still a big kid at heart. I love cartoons. Trolls World Tour is currently top of my list right now. So yeah, I love cartoons. And so I submitted this character and I was like, oh, that character sounds exactly like who I am. Angsty and emo. And yeah, so I think I can't honestly, it was 2 years ago, so I can't honestly remember how quickly I found out that I had gotten the role. But I remember I had a call back and he wanted to hear it done a couple different ways. And so I did the call back, and he liked it, and he said he'd be in touch. And then, I mean, some time passed by, I can only assume. And wow. I was informed that I got the role, and then we did some like publicity, didn't we? We did like a couple little recording bits for publicity, I think. Yeah. And so it's just like, it's so excited to see it like come full circle after 2 years of this being like such a big jumpstart for my personal career. It's cool to see it come to fruition and talk of a pilot, a teaser, and all of my friends who were like, "Oh my God, you're gonna voice a cartoon character. Like, where is it? We want to see it." So it's really cool to see it come full circle.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it has been a labor of love. It's so funny. I'm trying not to read people's comments over to the right, but it is pretty funny. Some of the things I've got someone asking you to read verse from the Bible.
Oh.
I think it is. This ought to be interesting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't have a Bible.
That's really weird because my daughter goes, you should just do, what is that, ASMR? Whatever. With my voice, and then read something from the Bible, and it'll put people to sleep and calm them down.
I would listen to that.
Yeah, I think what is that? Is that Ezekiel? Is that the one from Pulp Fiction? I think it's from the Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
movie.
it's Samuel L. Jackson's from the Pulp
You have to
Pulp
prepare
Fiction.
yourself for that one in the Q&A there.
Say what? One more time.
Oh god, hilarious! All right,
I'm glad you guys know. I was like,
well, Pulp Fiction might have been a little before your time, EH.
no, I mean, I've seen Pulp Fiction. It's just the Bible verse I'm not familiar with.
I'm like showing my true age now, Kyoki. I don't know.
Samuel L. Jackson. It's
yeah. There we go. All right, so I wanted to get the rest of the. I'm sitting here looking. I'm looking over here, just so if I'm looking off screen a bit, it's because I'm reading everyone's comments. I'm trying not to, but it's kind of hard to do that.
We have some good ones.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just everyone's really, really sweet, and I really appreciate that.
cool.
So we will certainly get to the rest of the cast. I think we'll just use what you've got, and there is a dog barking in the background. So, but we'll get to the cast. If you want to, Yoshi, if you want to just throw up, who do we have first on your, I don't know if it's in the order of, some sort of order you have there, or?
I don't really have an order for the rest of the cast.
Yeah, we'll start letting everyone else talk about themselves a little bit. And
I can start with Sasha.
okay, there we go. Sasha, are you here with us, Sasha?
I'm right here.
Hey.
Yeah, I thought we would do this bio thing, but I think it just works better that you guys talk about your experience and your background, just similar to what Irene and EH did. So, okay, so yes, so Sasha, tell us more about mystery, as much as you can tell without giving anything away, of course.
Right.
And your experience with us is great.
Well, I am also a new voice actor, and getting to jump in feet first with such an amazing role has just been such a blessing. And I didn't know that I've always heard of typecasting. I didn't know you could actually be typecast as yourself as a cartoon character. So that was very exciting when I was first reading the script. I was like, just like EH was saying, like, oh, this is me. This little gothic, random, non sequitur little pony. Like, it's just exactly me. So I'm very grateful. And it's been a wild, eye-opening experience. And like you were also saying, Irene, about learning to build the home studio during the wild COVID times. And I don't know, I'm so grateful. It's been so lovely, and everyone's been so kind, even though I am new to this, like just reaching out and offering great advice and help. And I never feel like any of my questions are stupid. You guys have just been so kind and generous, and I'm so grateful for that. So just looking forward to lots of good working and playing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We appreciate you, Sasha. So we'll continue moving along. Who do we have next, Yoshi?
Let's see. Well, just click
And these are in Yoshi's order, so they're not in alphabetical order. It's just random right now. So go ahead, Matthew.
It's me. It's Matt. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm more of a seasoned voice actor. I'm a bit old. Now, my name is Matthew Curtis. I get around doing voice acting. But I love it. When I saw the casting call for this, I knew I really, really wanted to be a part of this project. And I think I auditioned for all of them when they all came through on Backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really ever hear back until Guiding Light. And then I got the call back. And then everything, and then he was saying, you do this very nice like Stephen Fry thing, and I just want to hear some more of that. So I would do that, and that was sort of the rest is history. But yeah, it's been a hoot. I love this character. He's so much fun to play. But I guess as for me, what else I've been doing, I
voice actor. I do a lot of video games, animation, Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. I was in the Ultimate Custom Night. I am the current voice of Toucan Sam for that sort of new iteration who's into the Fruit Loops world. And I had the pleasure of voicing Leonardo on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smite crossover back when they did that thing. So that was a lot of fun. But let's
hear Leonardo for a second. I was copyright infringement. I don't know.
No. I just hold on. I have to pull up a script because I don't remember what I said. I said lots of things. I don't know.
I said lots of things.
I said lots.
I'm gonna guess it involves pizza.
Yeah, well, no, Leonardo didn't actually. It was more like he was like, "Name's Leonardo. I got 4 brothers, and I keep them in line." Usually, and there's a lot of fighting sounds, sort of thing. But yeah, I love Guiding Light though. He's so much fun to play, and I just can't wait to see what else you do with this character, and I just can't wait till these words come out of his mouth.
He is a lot of fun, and Yoshi and I think we I don't know, fashioned him out of thin air really when we were going back through the script. And then I think afterwards the animation team, they were thinking, is he a bit of a redundant character? Sorry, Matthew.
It's fine.
I fought for it. But I think I think really the whole animation team thought, oh, okay, we have TikTok and we have this new character, and how are they different? And so we went back and forth, but I defended you, and so obviously
no, it's fun. It's interesting how often that can happen, where you can be something, even like have a plethora of lines. There's a project I was working on recently, and I had like a whole scene with this character interacting with like people, and it's been completely cut for time, but that's the nature of the beast sometimes. But thank you for not cutting me from this, because I really like it.
Right. Well, and so what we've also decided, again, I was probably going to get into this in the Q&A, but there will be more Guiding Light exposition, I guess would be the way to put it. We're going to do a 2-part pilot now. So we'll have part 1, which would hopefully, and Yoshi will have to be very careful how I word this, hopefully by the end of this year, and then part 2 sometime next year. So that Yoshi's, I hear him sighing in the background. Let's just say, assuming everything runs smoothly, and then we'll see how that plays out. But so it'll definitely be a 2-part, and I was very resistant against the idea, but the animation team won me over, and they said, if you do 2 parts, you got a lot more character development. You can really take this story, stretch it out, and of course the cast gets more work. So that's also good for you guys. So everyone's going to be happy.
That's how I'm okay with that.
We love work.
Most of you are. So that's great. So Matthew, appreciate that discussion. Who do we have next, Yoshi?
There we go.
The mystery. I'm playing a Riddler, not the other one, but a Riddler.
Yeah, let me set that up just for a moment, Kyoki. So basically, Kyoki Trask is playing a very secret character that is an integral part to the entire story. And so we just can't tell you who he is because it would just give away the entire story. But he is playing a great role. But Kyoki, if you can at least tell us a little bit about your background and sort of how you found yourself immersed in Terra Steed. Appreciate that.
Well, I was walking down the street and this van pulls up, and Chris comes on out wearing a ski mask, all lopsided, and
lopsided.
No, we all kind of came into this individually. As you can hear, all the different stories. Everybody's got their own backstory on how they got involved. But quickly, we became a family. On a lot of sets, on a lot of productions, you get to know your cast and crew. And we hear Yoshi's name dropped a lot. Of course, Chris is our father figure in this venture. But all of us family, especially with everything the world's been going through with COVID, it made the production tighter. It made us a tighter ship almost. And I said it before, but I got to say it again, just the patience of the fan base of you guys out there. I know it's been a long time coming, but these things take a long time. And I think it's really cool how the team has been dripping content, and we certainly want to do that as much as possible. So you all attending these sessions makes it, that's it. This is the chance for us to get together and talk about the characters and the story writing. So I can't really say much about what I'm doing for the production, other than to say that it involves a lot of getting Subway sandwiches, getting coffee, saying yes ma'am, yes sir, and occasionally getting to do some lines. So it's a joy. It's a joy. I'm grateful.
Yeah. Hey, come over here, Kyoki. Yeah, we got something. Where's my coffee?
Fix my ski mask.
Yeah, I go.
Get in this van.
Yeah.
Want some candy?
Now do this voiceover. Yeah.
I promise everyone, when you see what Kyoki is doing, his part in this series, this moment will make a lot more sense, and you'll be able to come back and watch this and say, "Oh, now I understand."
You'll see why we had to kidnap him.
Yes, we have to keep it all under wraps. So, all righty. Who's next, Yoshi? Who do we have next? Thank you for that, Kyoki.
That's everyone that I got a headshot from. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have Captain Splash.
Where's
here.
Carrie? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, but
here.
Carrie's
I'm here.
here.
I'm here, but I guess like
Will the-
I
Will the
I sent
real
the picture
Captain
to you,
Splash
Chris.
please stand up?
I know there's always an issue with me, so.
Yeah,
Well, it's it's funny because
there you go.
Here we go.
She looks
There
just
we
like that
There you go.
She does.
in person.
That was
Fitting image.
There you go.
So my name is Carrie Schoen. So the Captain Splash, the K is for the letters, and I actually teach swimming. So when I went out to LA to do some acting, the swimming thing kind of just happened to me, and now we're in a situation where we're also creating like a Captain Splash video and making it a superhero for kids. So when I saw this this come up, I was like, oh, I really want to do something like this because I love doing voiceover. I've done some radio in my life. I've done a little bit of everything, and it's kind of the same story as Irene NEH, that I did it, but I remember I was having one of those days of just like, God, I'm not going to do it. I suck. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. And then I put it off for a little while, and then I just did it on my iPhone, and then I forgot about it. And as soon as I started to think about it again, I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't get that part. I really would have liked to get that. And then Chris called. So I was like, I was so happy to get it. It's so much fun doing this, voicing the characters. It's amazing to watch the process. It's amazing to watch everybody. It's just so cool. It's such talented people here. I'm blown away. And I'm like so happy to be part of this. That's it.
We're happy to have you, Carrie. We really are. Horse with lipstick, somebody just said. So, okay, so who do we have? What do we have now? Yeah, so that's everyone. Did we cover everybody? Did I forget anybody?
Wait, I don't think we've covered Yoshi yet. I mean,
Yeah, Yoshi.
Oh
my gosh.
Wizard behind the curtain.
Yeah,
Right.
Nothing to see there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, Yoshi, we can talk about some of your earlier work on it, and we can go from there. So, yeah, take the floor, Yoshi. If you want to talk about the earlier work you did.
He's like, oh.
Great work.
What?
Tell us more about.
Like what kind of old stuff?
I know when you worked on the original trailer, with the early scenes and sort of had to come in.
Oh, would you like to see that?
Oh, do you have those? You can put those up. That's funny. Like some of the earlier work.
I got a little mini
Pardon the
presentation. I could do that.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
I have a presentation of like how we made the first trailer.
Mhm.
Can
Cool.
I do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep stuff out.
So it starts with this. We get this blank, very nice template. This is a storyboard. There's a lot of different ways to like organize this, and it's like this is just a template that I found, but I modified it to make it a little bit simpler and easier for. I had to like retrace it to make it very nice and looking. So for the animation side, once we get the voice, it either depends on whether we get the voices first or we get the not voices first. But usually everything starts from the base of the script, which thank you, Chris, for providing that. And then we start from this nice template. And here's one that's filled in. So there you go. Now it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, so we fill it in with a whole bunch of notes and a bunch of pictures in the middle. So usually we'd have dialogue, but no dialogue is in this scene. This is actually a deleted scene that we cut out for time from the trailer that you watched earlier. So this is like a scene of, I don't think if I can click the buttons or zoom in on it. But it's the it's in the castle. So we got daybreak and nightfall, and so we're having like a nice, like nightfall's on the floor, and then daybreak like hears nightfall snore, and then that leads into the bedroom scene. So based on like what happens in the context of like the scene before it, it just kind of like drug on for too long. So just for pacing reasons, we decided to cut it out. And there was no dialogue anyway, so it just felt really, really safe. That like every thing was just lined up to say like, we don't need it. So once we get the final storyboard for the whole scene figured out, then we'll work on backgrounds. So those storyboards were created by Rose, our one of our talented storyboard artists. So these are backgrounds are made by Antoine, and then Andrew cleaned up and designed a lot of the props seen in here. So Antoine made up a simpler version of this. Andrew made a more complicated, finally version of this, and then once we get this nice monochrome version, then we say, let's make it in color. And then this is a sketch, because the way that we had this original storyboard, it was very like loose. It's like we needed something to tie down what the background looks like, so we decided to make this little concept sketch, which is also kind of nice on its own, you know. Looks really nice.
This is so cool.
I know.
I love the level of detail as well. I mean, Antoine really went.
Yes.
I mean, it's just amazing the work that was put into this.
So that's why I want to give really good credit to the storyboarders, to the three of them. So I just kind of directed it in a sense that's like, change that or like change this kind of thing. So I kind of ordered people.
Couldn't you guys see it? I'm getting way ahead of myself. But could you imagine? Could you imagine this as like a theme park attraction?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a few years down the road. I agree, but
I'm not saying a mansion that's haunted, but
yeah, it's just really beautiful work. So congrats to Yoshi.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yoshi, real quick, I got a question if you don't mind, or Chris or whomever. That painting on the right there, who did that? Yeah, that was kind of the lead-in.
I think.
Good eye.
Rose did it. Yeah, I think
Rose
it was Rose.
Finished it. I was going to say that Antoine started it. I think Antoine probably made the sketch, and then Rose finished with the final color, and then Antoine then put it, composited it, and combined it with the rest of the image. So this was a separate image that was then modified and transformed to fit into the perspective. So this was not made on.
Yeah, that's in the trailer, and it's also the header of this session too, right?
Yes, the thumbnail to the live stream.
Really
and
nice.
By the way,
all of the pictures are really detailed. So I have to. I'm just amazed at what the animators can do, and I wish there were more animators here to know how much we appreciate them. Because Yoshi, we appreciate you, and I know you have to do all the editing and everything, and you work very, very hard, and it takes a team. That's true.
Chris does some stuff too. We hear there's just small rumors here and there of him involved somehow, but
Chris, who's that?
That Chris guy.
That Chris guy. Oh yeah.
Just imagine this whole world up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so funny because I don't even know. I think back to 2014. That seems like a lifetime ago when I first came up with this concept, and it was really crazy. I've told this in plenty of panels, but my toy company had we had been manufacturing toys for certain other series that we will not mention here, but that kind of plugged me into the whole Brony and the Bronies and the Pegasisters fandom. And I would go to these conventions and I just saw all this excitement. And I thought, the Bronies and the Pegasisters, they really need something, something with a more mature theme that deals with issues that are relevant to them. And that was really the inspiration for this series. And to be clear to everyone here in the room, there is no connection with Midnightmares and any other pre-existing past, present, future cartoon. This is a standalone animated series, an original animated series. And while on the surface it may look like something else, I think the details are really, you just don't see them yet. And you got to see the pilot episode and watch it all the way through to the end. And then you'll understand the entire world of Terra Steed much better. And you'll see that this is truly an original series. But on the surface, it does look like it. And that is actually, to some degree, it's almost a parody. It's almost purposely done because it leads you in a certain direction while you're watching it. To a certain twist or reveal in the end of the pilot episode. And that's about as much as we can talk about that. But I feel like it's certainly worth it. The cast they know the script, they've read it. And, while we have done a lot of patching along the way and some dialogue changes, ultimately it's going to stay the same. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. And by the way, everyone, don't leave. I'm noticing the viewers are.
Oh no! Yeah, don't leave.
Yeah, I got
No,
more.
We will
I got more stuff.
answer your questions. I promise. We're going to answer their
look at that.
questions. So.
Right, we're going to get to the questions, and also,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if any of your friends were just on here, get them back because we have a special surprise after the Q&A that we're going to share exclusively here on Livestream. So, again. If any of your friends were on here, or if anyone of anyone that has now has left this live stream, have them come back because you don't want them to miss the surprise at the end. So what we'll do now is I think we'll jump to Q&A, and let me scroll. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of questions.
I got a couple more of these, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay. All right.
Here's the last storyboards for these.
That's
How
beautiful.
he changed it. From the
Yeah, go
storyboards,
ahead.
we had to figure out well, we wanted to see the fountain design behind it. This was the first version, and they were like, well, that's a huge horse thing now, so let's make that more prominent and then make it much more cooler looking.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of layers and a lot of levels of polish. It starts out very not good. So this is the final product. So that's why it's impressive, just because it already has so much layers into it. But it just starts from this as a little sketch,
That's awesome.
and then it's this was a 1-to-1 that we say that's good. But you can see the ambiguous background that had to be designed and figured out, and then add the puppets on top, and then add the colors and shading and atmospheric effects to then get.
Well,
this.
and I know
So,
that's
yeah.
that's a good statement, Yoshi, because I know there are probably people that are going to say, well, why does that coloring look different in that scene than the other scene? For example, the bedroom scene. Nightfall looks a little more grayish. The whole tone of that scene has a different.
Oh yes, yeah.
You say
It's a different environment, so it has a different lighting. It's a different day, night. So we kind of had a different method for coloring halfway through. So that's also a little bit reason why.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I found a different way to color. So, and then went too far into it with the other scenes. That's we'll just leave the bedroom scenes alone, and then with these two scenes, we'll figure out with the new method. So that's kind of what the actual
Kind of like the war footing
logistics
scene.
reason.
Yeah, the one I like it because it's sort of like almost like an old World War II type footage. It's it's more of a, not grainy, but it has more of that gray tone to it. So it is certainly a warrior scene, which of course you can see the army of the Shadow Mares in the background. So it's pretty good stuff. All right, so we'll appreciate that, Yoshi. I want to jump to the questions now. This is coming to us from Justin G. Justin says, is there going to be more footage coming out in the following months? So yes, there will be more footage. There is more footage coming, and what we're planning to do for the summer fall, is we are going to release the first several minutes of there we go, we're back. We're going to be releasing the first several minutes of footage from the episode. So it will be, the plan is to have maybe 5 minutes opening scenes, 5 minutes, and then have maybe a 30-second sort of splash of all kinds of different things to really showcase the entirety of the pilot episode. And that is, again, tentatively planned for summer, fall. If we can squeeze in the summer, then we will, but we're not going to rush. We spent a lot of time on just what we've already released because we wanted it to look great. And you guys as the fans, you deserve, especially for the patience that you've shown, you deserve a great looking product. So we're not going to rush anything, but at the same time, we will be mindful of the time and make sure that we can deliver a really good product without making you wait another 5 years for it. So to answer your question, Justin, there is a plan to have opening minutes, which was shown at the end of our trailer in the summer, fall, so like 5 minutes, and then we will have some different scenes weaved in at the very end to really excite the fan base, and then we'll go from there. We may have some other things, other surprises along the way, but that's the big plan right now. And then of course after that, then we'll follow it up with we're going to, during that time, we're going to be looking for streaming services and trying to get this out there with somebody. So if anyone's connected to Netflix or Hulu or any of the big services, give me a call. So I'm going to put that out there.
We'll put a cell number on the
yeah, we're going to flash it up for everyone in the world to see.
He only takes calls at 2.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll start our own streaming service.
There we go. Yeah, we'll start our own streaming service.
It's gonna have all of it. It's gonna be great. All the best shows. All of them.
Oh yeah, Terra Steed Max. I love it. Okay. So let's see other questions we've got. Where was the biblical one? Did we have that biblical one?
That was from Thomas. I've been following along too. It says, E.H. Petropoulos, would you consider being the mayor of Nod? Wait, that's not the right one. But it's the same person. It's in there.
It says, can you read Ezekiel 25:17 as Nightfall? I don't even know what passage that is, but maybe somebody can look that up.
There you go. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat already? Oh, right.
Thanks, Matt.
All right. Bonus points if you can do it with the Samuel L. Jackson tone.
I'm not. That's a slippery slope to.
Oh God! Is she supposed to do it as young Nightfall or just normal teenage Nightfall?
Teenager.
Is it teenage Nightfall? Okay. All right, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm reading it. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll let
when she's ready.
Let her
read on. Read on.
We'll skip to another question. Let's see. The trailer looks both epic and adorable. I think the only question I have is how long have you guys been working on this? Like I said, it seems like it's forever. Yeah. Well, no, the trailer. Well, we did the dialogue first, and then I think after that. We did all the recording. What was the recording? Was like in August of last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did all the recording in August, and so it's been just what you saw. We've been working on it for about 6 months, 8 months. It has been it's been a ride. But a lot of this year it's kind of learn as you go. So there's still a lot of things that are being that we're learning right now. But we did for this trailer. I mean, obviously Midnight Mirrors has been going on since 2014, but what was just released on Mother's Day, we did the recordings back in August, of course, during the height of the pandemic, did all of it on Zoom. It was really, we put some of that footage out there. It was a lot of fun. And then after that, we we continued growing it from working on the animation and growing it from there. So let's see, Irene, do you want to pick another one while we're waiting on EH?
Yeah. Let's see here. This is from Nilson Guerrero. It's good to know the MLP project is still going forward. I mean, it's been freaking forever since I've heard any updates about this one ever since the first trailer dropped a few years ago. Patience, young
Mr.
one.
Bigglesworth. Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Been waiting freaking hours. It's been hours, Mr. Bigglesworth.
Thank you,
true.
Nelson.
It's true.
Okay.
Takes time.
I look at Justin says Netflix has been going downhill for me. A lot of so is he saying
But they just dropped Castlevania season 4.
Matt has a point.
House of the Pacific Rim and the Black. That's pretty good.
I saw
Drag-
somebody was
Dragon
translating. Someone named Nix is translating this to Portuguese.
Oh, there is a Portuguese translation. Oh, that's going to be.
Isn't that cool?
Portuguese.
Yeah. And I think there's
amazing.
one actually that's working on a Chinese version. So Midnightmares is going to be breaking out in both Brazil and in China.
That's awesome.
China.
Worldwide.
Country near you.
Awesome. A language near you now.
Whispered in your ear.
In
So,
Chinese.
EH, there's a lot of questions for you from Thomas Factory Untold. He's a huge fan, and I see he posts a lot of his fan art. So if you're all fan art fans, make sure that you show each other's work on the Midnight Mayor's Facebook or Instagram or whatever, because I know nothing about art, and he always asks, what do you think? I think it's better than what I can draw. So.
He does.
Same boat.
At the very least, I always send you a thumbs up because I love your artwork, Thomas.
Also, I mean, they all work very hard on these things, and I'm so embarrassed because I can't draw. I only can draw a stick figure.
And I encourage that. We love looking at your fan art, especially if you want to put it on Instagram. I will post it on Instagram, and I may even do something this summer where we'll have another art. We used to do art contests, and that sort of fell by the wayside because we started focusing on the comic book and the animation. But I certainly may put those together again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have a stick figure version, like a stick figure art contest where anybody can just draw in and animate like a short scene?
To say where the cast is able to draw.
It's like Pictionary. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be cute.
Yes.
So
It all ended in tears. Like, it was supposed to be a cow.
You didn't see it? Didn't see the cow?
Leo says it's good to see you all. And Jade Coyote. Yeah, she says, Chris, spoilers, how dare you? And there was one that was pretty funny about getting
Did I give away a spoiler? I don't think
I don't think so.
Oh, when you showed the question mark.
The spoiler mark was about right here.
Yeah.
The question mark was covering the answer to the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
It was some number 40 something. I can't remember.
Yeah, Mysterious Shadow 678 unknown thinks they know who it is, who Kiyoki is. So
Well, I love that name.
no.
That's an awesome name. I was gonna say. They know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They got a cool name like that.
Yep. All right. So EH, are you ready? Before we grab more questions.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's do this. This is fun.
This might just save your soul, EH.
Okay, here we go.
Watch
Go ahead,
soul.
EH.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Excellent.
All right.
Great vengeance.
Vengeance.
Amen.
Vengeance.
Amen.
Vengeance. Vengeance shall be ours.
That is
Philip,
wonderful.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was fun. I
Thank
never
you.
heard scripture read that way.
We need to get that into the script. Somebody's got to have it in with the
Scripture
director.
read by a
Oh,
fool.
gosh. Okay, Matthew, this is one for you. It's totally off subject, but it says, can you try a Shaggy impression from Scooby-Doo?
Like Scoop, what is that? And off they go. Right, gang, we're gonna catch these thieves. Turns out it was really Old Man Jenkins.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those rattly kids.
There you go.
Everything short of the mystery van.
You got the whole cast. That was great.
Great.
Everyone's out of a job. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
You guys ever watch that? I won't say the name of it. That police comedy from way back when. Chris, this is kind of our generation. There's a couple of us here, and there was that dude that could do all the impressions.
Oh yeah. He's
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Police Academy.
Well,
That
yeah, I believe it was an Academy
Yes.
of Fire or something. Yes.
guy?
And there was the guy that could all the voiceovers. Every time I hear Matthew speak, he's always got that vibe, and it is awesome. If we can just drop, hey, just do a Shaggy, and you're just like you got like a whole episode.
I'm that weird voice actor. You see a lot of them complain where they're like, I go to a party and people are like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, I'm a voice actor. And say, oh, do SpongeBob.
Do something more.
And then everyone chimes in. If it's they post on social media, they go, oh man, yeah, I get that all the time. I wonder which parties they're going to, because no one ever says that to me, and I would totally be like,
Hey, Patrick, how's it going? It's good.
because I'm a show off. It's in my blood.
Next cocktail party, I'm gonna nudge you the whole time, the whole night. I'm gonna be like, all right, drop this one, drop that one.
Awesome.
It's funny because all actors are show-offs. My husband hates to go to parties with me because it's like, oh my gosh, it's another cast party. Everybody's always on, and they are. Everyone's trying to out-act and out-funny everybody. It's like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is
so-
the way.
Yeah.
All right. So I need to tell everybody in the room, this is cracking me up. My dog is under the table chewing on a squeaker. So there's nothing wrong with the footage here, but I cannot I'm trying to like gently nudge the dog to quit chewing.
Like,
Yeah,
There's no dog.
So I'm gonna try like
Not a
mute
dog.
my
No
mic
dog.
when I
He's got a twitchy
Just-
leg.
He's got the
can.
Twitchy leg.
So if I'm doing this, like this is
restless
just-
leg syndrome.
So let's see. There was a really there was
I thought you were going to say if it squeaks, it's not from you. So, all right.
if the
Thinking
live
it's Chris.
stream is squeaking. Okay.
The dog did it.
Yeah, there we go.
Everybody says that.
Right.
All right, so I've got a question from Jason Winchester. I'm just jumping around here. Hey, Gann, by the way, you guys can call me Chris. It is C. Allan Gann officially, but you can just call me Chris. Hey, Chris, I was wondering, how did you discover the Brony fandom and what made it stand out and what made it unique? Well, Jason, you might have missed a little bit what I just said earlier, which was I run a toy business, and I manufactured some toys in the fandom many years ago, and that got me connected to the Bronies and the whole fandom. I would go to shows and conventions, and I loved it. I loved the excitement. There was just such a feeling of it was just such an air of freedom at these conventions. It wasn't like your typical Comic-Con. And I was just drawn into it. And I saw the secondary marketplace where they had artists, and there's just such a wealth of talent. And everybody was so unique. And that's what I thought was just so awesome about it. And that's sort of what led me down the path to creating such a unique looking Nightfall. I wanted her to really encapsulate what I felt when I was hanging out with the Bronies and Pega sisters. It was so much fun. So I hope that answers your question. And let's see, where are we at?
Yeah, I don't know where we are, but there was a question for me.
Oh, you had a question too? Where was yours at? What did your question say?
Can you show like the concept art for Nightfall and what they look like?
Do you have any of that? I don't think I have any on my
Well, I
fingertip.
didn't. I can say that I joined way later, so I didn't start till like 2018 or so. So I wasn't there for designing the characters or anything like that. I could probably find maybe some old sketches, but that's just probably as best as I can do. I have like old sketches from like even the Boldies and the other trio of like trying to design those maybe. As best as I can probably get for something as that for that question.
We'll have another live stream in the future, and we'll just make sure and have that, and then we can be able to have that discussion. So let's see. Some of you are deleting your messages, so I don't know what you said before it got deleted. So who designed Nightfall? Jason says. I had the idea for Nightfall. There was a young artist that I partnered with named Trish Forstner, who designed all of the initial characters. I had the general idea of what I wanted them each to look like. For example, Nightfall, I said, I want Nightfall to look, I want her to have sort of this this Mexican Day of the Dead makeup on her, or body art, body tattooing, as I call it, and that was really where it came from. So I would talk about the way I wanted these characters to look, and Trish really, she initially sketched them, she brought them to life, and then we were partnered with Duo Cartoonist many years ago, of course, who animated the original trailer, and he brought them to life. Yeah, he animated. Let's see. Do we have any cast questions? Have you guys seen more cast questions? I'm scrolling. There's so much.
Matthew Curtis, can you try a SpongeBob impression and a Patrick impression from SpongeBob SquarePants? That's Mysterious Shadow 678. Boy, do you get all that?
I guess so. We go. F is for friends who do things together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea.
Yes, I don't, Patrick's a bit more. I don't do Patrick. Really, I don't know what he does. No, SpongeBob.
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is Patrick. Hey, SpongeBob.
I don't know. I don't know Patrick that well.
Oh, this is good. It's so good. All right. Questions? Or has anyone else posted new questions? I'm trying to look at it on my phone and look at it on here.
I know I've been trying to look to, let's see here. Everyone's so nice here.
What do you think of the Nightmares? The Nightfall.
Although one was really funny because when we were talking to Aoki and you had a ski mask on, it says, "Get in the van and make these horse noises."
That's how it all started.
I can't find who wrote that, but it was so funny.
You got to work your way up to horse noises. You start with hooves.
Start with a couple of coconuts and just
full sparrows, a couple of coconuts, yeah. Swallows.
African swallows.
African or European?
European.
Well, I don't know this.
Well, here's one that says, Shy Nerd Pony 15 says, favorite pony, guys. So I am not going to touch other companies' questions, but we can say, from what we know, who is your favorite Nightmares character? That works a lot better. So we can go around the cast and tell us who you like. Obviously, you're going to like your character the best, but if you had to choose a second character that you like, who is your favorite? So we'll just speak up. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead. I'm curious about this.
I remember what's the one? Because I remember it was so fun to audition for this one. It was the one with the glasses. I can't find my glasses. What? I can't see. So I remember doing that, and I made all this racket, and just because I dropped my glasses, it's like. Oh. So
I like the one when this just talking about the funny moments. I remember when EH dropped the mic. That one was pretty funny. It's
oh
like,
gosh.
everything fell over.
The tragedy of home studios.
Right. And be your head buried under the pillow trying to do your lines. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Underneath the comforter. Just,
I was gonna say under your pillow.
That is the joy of home studios right there. It's just how many quilts.
Yeah.
It's so
I think
hot, but I must
Irene
keep
was like,
going.
I think Irene was in like the closet, like the bathroom closet or something.
I have my closet. I transformed my little. I have this little closet in my film studio, and so I turned that into a little voiceover booth. So got all the foam, but I did have a lot of the moving blankets. Put those to good use. And it really works. I mean, those moving blankets and the sponge foam or whatever it is, you can make a studio. It's just you got to have a good mic. That's the key thing there too. So, yeah.
It's also all about the space. As long as your space sounds good, put a mic in it. Now, a good mic is always a good thing, but if your space sounds like awfulness, you just no.
Oh, yeah. When people are mowing their lawns. And the big heavy trucks go by, but anyway. But we're talking about favorite characters. We're getting off track again. Yeah,
TikTok.
Yeah.
I like TikTok.
TikTok.
When I auditioned for TikTok, that was the one where I was like, it was between him and Guiding Light, where I was just like, because TikTok he's just so, he's here. He's like, oh.
Yes, I know he's
I'm here. We're gonna do things, and it's different stuff.
The voices in is so perfect for it.
Yeah, Dan is good.
So
and I love the three bullies. They are hilarious. Did I give anything?
Is it Disco? Is it Disco that
Disco is so funny?
Disco's my favorite.
Disco's hilarious.
Just the Jersey accent just gets me. I think it's hysterical.
And I love Carrie's. She's got this naturally gravelly voice, so it's perfect. It's like awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Sasha, oh my gosh, you girls, when they all work together, it's beautiful.
And you have the smoothest, nicest voice.
It's so
true.
It is. I can listen to her all day.
Aw, thank you. I would tell you to paint my house then.
You don't want me to paint your house.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay. I've got other things. Yeah.
You don't want me to paint your house.
No.
Trust me.
Don't paint my house. Don't do that.
You're gonna love it. It's polka dot.
Polka dot. It'll go right with Midnight Marriage. Is most of the merchandise still available? Oh, that was from Reese Cup.
And Chris, you're muted.
So he's telling you all about this.
That's like line of the year for 20. And you're muted.
I'm here. I was just playing around. So merch is still out there. Gosh, I can't remember. There is like one company that has it. I'll have to double check. I'll post something about it, guys. I'll put it on the comments when we're finished. So yeah, that's fine. There's actually a few more questions that just came in. And it's so funny because we have like 20, we're moving between 23 and 25 viewers right now where we're up. I don't even know, we're up to 60 or something at one point. And I think now we have the true diehard left.
I know.
Super. Thanks for hanging in there with us. That's so rad.
Midnight.
Yep. No.
My family left.
So let's see what we got. Let me read some more of these.
Oh, someone wants to, can I do a Velma?
Sure.
That was like the only one missing.
Velma. Let's see, maybe. I'm trying to remember how she sounds.
That was pretty close.
Scooby.
Yeah, she has like the sort of nasal thing going.
Shaggy, kind of that. Oh, Daphne, you're such a bit. No, I don't.
A big influence in my life.
We gotta save Daphne.
I could do Marge Simpson.
Yeah, I have to listen to her, and because I'm trying to remember, I haven't seen Scooby-Doo in a long time, but maybe Marge Simpson. Yes.
I think that was my favorite show.
Carrie does a fabulous Marge Simpson.
You want to hear my Marge Simpson?
Yeah, get it, girl.
Go ahead.
All right, you ready? You all ready? Okay, here it goes. Homie, I'm very, very upset with the way that you're treating the children. I have a good story about
Love
that too.
Love it.
I was doing radio, and we went out on we went to an office and we did something, and I used the voice to have the people win, and its show actually called. I was even better at it back then, and the show actually called KTU. It's a station in New York, and they were like, "Why are you playing our?" They basically thought it was the woman who does it. Nancy, I think Nancy Cartwright. They thought it was her. They're like, "She's not allowed to be on KTU with you," and they're like, "It's our intern." And they literally made me get on the phone. Yeah. So that was fun.
I think someone's confused that I'm not Rachel. Rachel.
You're not Rachel.
Yeah,
Rachel. I'm not a cat.
Rachel.
Oh yeah.
I am
saw
not
that.
a cat.
I am not a cat.
That
was awesome.
Oh gosh, let's see what else. Now here's a very serious question. This is a good question. This is a question that comes to us. It says, "What do you think Hasbro will think of Nightmares?" This comes from the Kush and Chef Monkey Show. So I've had this question many times since 2014, and if Hasbro wants to know more about Nightmares, they can reach out to me, and I can certainly talk to them about the direction it's headed, which is nowhere near anything that they've created. It may look like it on the surface, but it's just window dressing. There's so much more beneath the surface of Nightmares, and that's where the real story is. So there is no, there should be no conflict, certainly no infringement or anything with Hasbro. Even if, again, it may look that way to some people, that would be my answer to the question. So I welcome a dialogue if that should happen, but I think, in my opinion, Hasbro is probably just waiting to see the pilot when it's released, and then all of their questions will be answered. They will see it has nothing to do with anything related to a certain cartoon that they developed over the years. And so, yeah. So I hope that answers the question, but I really don't know what more to say. Again, this has been out since 2014, and I've not heard from them since then. And that's in over 6 years. So I assume it's probably a wait and see sort of thing with them. And then, we'll take it one day at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else? I think there was one I saw that asked where was it at? What do you think? Yeah, Thomas asked, what does everyone in the cast think of the story? Is that what he's talking about? Did you see that?
His artwork?
Or Irene?
Yeah, I did see
where the
it.
Millennium Falcon flies in.
The Nightfall. What do you think of the Midnightmares? The Nightfall on
And Chewbacca
Facebook
comes
and
out,
the
and there's Iron Man, and then Iron Man and Nightfall. They're like duking it out, but then Thanos shows up, and
ruined everything.
And then the TARDIS is there, and the Doctor hops out, and he uses his sonic screwdriver, but Thanos is like, "Oh no!" And he uses Infinity Stones. And
I don't know where Matthew's going with this right now. I'm totally lost.
And then it all happened on the Disney Channel.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Here's a good question. Justin asked what happened to the comic. Comic is still definitely in development. We've been spending more time on this right now. The comic was actually, the comic was headed in one direction, but as we started working on the pilot episode, we realized we're taking the story in a whole different direction entirely. So we've had to pause the comic. I'm having to rewrite that as I'm also writing the second half of the pilot right now. So it's there's a lot going on in my head. There's a lot to cover. But at least there's so much more of the story of Midnightmares fleshed out now than when I used to do these panels at New York Comic Con and some of the conventions. People would ask me questions and I'd be like, wait and see, just wait and see. I would tell people that all the time. I had no idea exactly what I was going to do with the
Good
story.
answer.
Yeah, you got to wait and see. So, and there were again. So I just want to thank you all again. Such loyalty. It's just I am honored. Even seeing there's we've had like 60 likes on this live stream. This is my first live stream. I have no idea how many likes you're supposed to get on a live stream or how many people are supposed to be watching. Oh, we got 26. Welcome. Oh, we got another one. So now we're up to like 28. Welcome, new people. Don't leave.
Yeah,
29. Look, it's growing as I'm talking. I need to keep talking about it and watching the viewership go up. So we do have a surprise. I told the cast that we'd only be here for 30 minutes, and we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes already. So we'll try and wrap this up. Yeah, everybody's happy. That's good. Good.
Oh, Kush said that he made Kush and the Chef Monkey Show. They said that he didn't make a very nice comment on one, but he said he deleted it. And he's regretful now. He's repented. It says, I once made a cringy reaction video to the first Midnight Mares trailer, but I deleted it long time ago.
Oh,
thank you.
And they say the internet is not redeemable. Kush,
yeah, that's true.
Doing it right.
Well,
doing it right.
Look, there are two types of groups. There are diehard fans of other certain cartoons that do not like Midnight Mares, and they feel like Midnight Mares, or they have felt that Midnight Mares was trying to replace it, but that is not the case at all. Again, as I'll repeat it again, the Midnight Mares is completely disconnected from anything else out there. It's an original story. It will not hurt any pre-existing cartoon. It has, and I certainly have never had that intention. I have the utmost respect for all of the, not just that one certain cartoon, but all animated cartoons. They're also unique, especially these days. There's some really great stuff out there. So I want to, really want to get this finished, and especially the opening minutes, which I think you guys are going to love. And so with that statement, I will wrap this up, and with a special surprise. Yoshi, are we queued up for that?
I've just been listening to you. Let's see.
Oh, Yoshi, unaware.
That soothing voice.
Let's see.
So Yoshi's got a special scene. Now this is a scene not too long after the scene that you just watched in the trailer.
Where
So this
exactly
is
it is?
but this is a scene where Nightfall is on her way to school. Actually, I think this may be one of the very next scenes after Nightfall goes to sleep.
So
is
the
that
one,
right?
yes. So after the bedroom scene, and then it goes to the hallway, and it's like, oh, I'm looking at a painting, and it cuts to here. So
Okay.
yeah, it's the.
We're going to show, no one leave, because we're going to show you a special sneak preview animatic right now, and we'll get it
We
queued
got
up.
a special sneak peek for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Rose. This is Rose that did this too. This is Rose's. Rose did these animatics. So this is animatics only. So if you're not familiar with animatics, I'll let Yoshi sort of explain that really quickly before he starts playing.
Isn't that when you can't breathe?
That's asthmatic. But okay.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that when your iron is low?
Can't remember that one, but yes.
Is it
Yeah, so
anemic?
these,
I'm not sure.
Okay, Yoshi, take the floor.
Storyboards drawn up by Rose. I think she drew the whole thing. So from beginning to end, they'll all be drawn by Rose. So this will include your voice cast, and I edited it to at least work with how I would time it out. So the timing might be a little bit different once we go into animation, but so a lot of this is it gets a little jumpy with like the frames, but I'm just trying to like synchronize at least one feature. So like the background might move, but then the character stays still. So don't worry about stuff like that. Just enjoy it, please.
By the way, there's no soundtrack to this too, just so you know. This is just strictly the voices with the animatics.
Oh yes, yeah. There
And no
should just be
sound
only the voices. So it's like
Prepare
a
to be
first-
amazed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here we go.
Playing. The side effects later.
Here I am, back in the saddle again. Okay, let's put on a happy face, Nightfall. Suck it up, Buttercup. What other positive quips can I muster right now? While you're at it, best quit talking to yourself, lest we give every mare yet another reason to pick on you.
Nightfall, you are so strange.
Yeah, please don't touch us, because that much strange could be contagious.
When are you ever going to wipe off all of that horrible makeup and join the rest of us in the real world? I bet you that won't ever happen, will it?
I have no choice.
Talk to the wall, ugly duckling.
I do have a choice. I can't do this anymore.
There you go.
Yay!
We're fans.
That was fun.
That's amazing.
So cool. Very cool.
Great.
Yeah. So it is a work. Yes,
wild.
bright side. Yes, work in progress. Oh, we are. To be clear, everyone, we have finished the entire first part of the pilot. So and probably some of the ending of the second pilot. We're just going to have to edit it all in. But we finished the animatics. So obviously we still have to do everything else. But we need to animate it. We're pretty far along, surprisingly, given all the circumstances of the past year and everything else. So yeah, and I see Jade says this speaks to me. So that's really wonderful. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate that. So with that said, I think we are done. I mean, we went almost an hour and a half, and again, I apologize to you, the cast, for keeping you long, but we got through talking. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another.
It's so nice to get to see everybody.
Yeah, we need to do another live stream, and I think we're certainly going to do one. We may do another one in the summer. Depends on how fast things are moving along on the opening minutes, and we'll most certainly do a massive premiere with the opening minutes when we get that. I mean, you're talking 5 minutes of just continuous midnight mares, and I think that'll be very exciting to be a part of. And we're talking finished work, not animatics. It's very exciting. So I want to thank you all. Was there any last minute questions? I think we covered most of them.
Chris, did you get the stuffed animals?
Yeah, we're still working on the stuffed animals. There's so many to work on, but we'll get stuffed animals out there, the rest of them, because I think now we have 6 or 7 different files. So I'll put updates on the comments when we have all the merch ready. I was trying to sort of coordinate it with the releases and things, but we'll get it out there for everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you, Brightside.
Yes,
Thank you,
everybody.
Bella,
Goodness.
Everybody.
Heiko, Justin.
There's a comment there for, I know she's a bully, but that Jersey pony has a cute accent.
She does,
TMA,
doesn't
when-
she?
Yeah. These, the trio, they are really good. They are just. I wish they could all, and I wish TikTok could have made it tonight.
Yeah.
But see, this is going to set up a perfect second.
I'm representing them.
Right. Yeah. There we go.
I'm representing the bullies.
Carrie, Captain Splash, by the way, she is the leader of the bullies. So just so you know that we got the leader here with us tonight. But I promise to the room, I promise you guys on the next live stream, just stick with us. Make sure you're subscribed and you're subscribed to notifications. So when we set up the next live stream, I will make every effort to have the entire cast here on that live stream, every single person. And we'll maybe even have some more surprises for you. So maybe I'll squeeze one more in the next few weeks before of course, well before we release the opening minutes. And then that way you'll have a chance to ask any questions. So be thinking about questions that you guys have between now and then. And of course, you can always post them in the comments. And I think some of the cast members do follow. I know Irene for sure. She's replying to comments on the trailer. And so right now, I try to make every effort to answer all comments. But if you're looking for questions for the cast after this live stream, post them on the trailer. Post them on this Mother's Day trailer page, and we'll answer them as quickly as we can. One of us will. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all for coming. And the Cushion Chef says, I love Mean Girl Trios.
They're not that mean. They're the nicest people to work with, but they're very mean. In, the
They're the
Terra Steed.
nicest mean girls.
The nicest mean girls.
That's it. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you, everyone. Thanks to Yoshi. Let's give Yoshi.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
So great.
And Chris.
All this technical stuff is just crazy.
And Chris. Yep.
And Chris, thank you for bringing us to life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you for being a part of my world. And everyone in this room, you guys are Terra Steedizens all the way. Everybody in the comments, you are Steedizens. And there's a whole membership system I'm working up over the next few months where you can become a Steedizen, an official Steedizen. I will tell you that much right now. I won't give out all the details, but if you want to become a Steedizen, you want your Steedizenship, I will post details about that soon so that you will truly be a part
Say
of
Steedizen 3 times fast.
Steedizen.
That's when the plush appears.
All right, bye guys.
Yeah,
We
Chris,
really
hang
appreciate
on
it.
And don't click the end live button. I'm gonna go to an end screen.
Yeah.
So
All right,
hang
I'm gonna
on.
Yoshi's gonna close things out. Thank you so much, guys. You are the best. And
bet. Follow us on
Bye, everybody.
Instagram,
Thank you.
YouTube,
Yeah.
whatever. Like us, friend, follow us. We'll follow you. I follow
Oh yeah, by the
people
way,
back.
before you close out, Yoshi, how about, do you guys want to plug your own whatever you have, Instagram, Facebook?
Oh yeah, I can plug it in there.
Sure.
Yeah, be sure and so guys, the cast is
we
the
can
cast.
go to the end screen and then you can post all your stuff. We can do
Yeah,
that.
so the cast will post their details so that you guys can have access to their social media. Okay, thank you again. I'll let Yoshi close it out.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'll work on Velma. I promise.